Every day we carry invisible weights, habits, fears, and doubts that drag us down, cloud our minds, and distract us from the things that truly matter. These burdens, often unnoticed, shape our thoughts and actions, leading us away from the life we're truly capable of living. But it's time to shed these unnecessary loads and embrace the clarity and focus that come from a Stoic way of thinking. This journey we're on together isn't just about learning new concepts, it's about transformation. It's about growth. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves and breaking free from the habits, mindsets, and barriers that have held us back for far too long. And today, we're tackling something that has the power to alter the course of your future. We're going to uncover 4 powerful things you need to stop doing immediately. These aren't just small mistakes or fleeting bad habits. These are the silent forces that block your progress and prevent you from stepping fully into your potential. If you let go of these habits today, you'll not only free yourself from the past, but you'll accelerate your progress toward the future you've been dreaming of. We all have dreams, ambitions, and goals. Some of them may seem so far out of reach that it feels impossible to get there. But I'm here to tell you, they're not impossible. They're waiting for you to step into them. Today, we'll break down the 4 things that are keeping you from fully embracing your power and stepping into the future you deserve. But before we dive into these life-changing insights, let me remind you that if you find value in what you're about to learn, hitting that subscribe button ensures we can continue bringing you content that helps you grow, focus, and build resilience. It's free, and it guarantees that you won't miss a single piece of this empowering journey. Now let's get started, because shedding these 4 habits today will lead to a brighter, more fulfilling tomorrow. The first habit that's holding you back is doubt. It's insidious. It's that quiet voice that whispers in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't belong, or that you're bound to fail. But here's the Stoic truth. Doubt only holds power over you when you give it attention. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we can't. And your thoughts, they are yours to shape. Think back to the times when doubt stopped you from taking action. Maybe it held you back from pursuing a new opportunity, asking the right question, or starting something important. Now imagine what might have unfolded if you had pushed past that doubt. Think about how much further along you'd be today. It's all about perception. The Stoics, such as Seneca and Epictetus, weren't immune to doubt, but they didn't let it define them. They learned to challenge their doubts, focusing instead on their strengths. So let's break it down. Self-doubt often comes from a fear of failure, of not meeting expectations, whether those are your own or someone else's. But what if you viewed potential failure not as a setback, but as a step forward? Every attempt, whether it ends in success or failure, teaches us something vital. It's not about fearing failure, it's about learning to trust the process. Think of doubt as a signal, not a stop sign. It's telling you where to focus, where there's room to expand and grow. Now consider this, you are the writer of your own story. Every time doubt starts to script stories of fear and failure, take control. Grab the pen and rewrite your narrative with stories of strength and resilience. Because no great story is complete without obstacles. It's not the doubts themselves that define us, but our decision to keep moving forward despite them. One powerful Stoic practice to manage doubt is daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to look back at your actions and thoughts. Where did doubt creep in? How did you handle it? Could you have managed it differently? This reflection is not about judging yourself, it's about learning, growing, and preparing better for the next time doubt shows up. The Stoics were big on journaling for clarity, and even just a few minutes of reflection can unlock profound insights. Another tool to combat doubt is visualization. This technique is used by both Stoics and modern achievers alike. When doubt tells you that you can't do something, take a moment to visualize yourself succeeding. Picture the steps you'll take, the obstacles you'll overcome, and the success waiting for you on the other side. Visualization is not mere daydreaming, it's a mental rehearsal for reality. It conditions your mind to act beyond the grip of doubt. Finally, remember that overcoming doubt isn't about eliminating it completely. That's nearly impossible. It's about not letting it control you. It's about acknowledging doubt, nodding at it, and then moving forward, taking actions that align with your values and goals. Every time you choose action over doubt, you move closer to your dreams. You're also strengthening your Stoic resolve, building a mindset rooted in growth and resilience. So the next time doubt whispers in your ear, recognize it for what it is, an old habit, not a truth. Challenge it with your new habit of resilience. Armed with Stoic wisdom, you'll not only transform your actions, but you'll also reshape your outcomes. Doubt can only stop you if you let it. Instead, let it be the very reason you move forward with even more determination, equipped with the timeless wisdom of the Stoics to guide you on your path. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Keep going. The life you've dreamed of is within your reach. What you see around you is a carefully curated snapshot, not the full story. The constant game of comparison isn't just misleading, it's downright harmful. It distorts our perception of our own lives, making us feel inadequate for no good reason. Stoicism offers us a profound lesson here. Instead of measuring ourselves against others, we should focus on what truly affects our personal progress and virtues. Think about the Roman emperor and philosopher, Marcus Aurelius. Imagine if he spent his time comparing his reign or philosophical writings to those of his predecessors or other rulers. Instead, he remained focused on his own duties and the wisdom he could cultivate through his experiences. By concentrating on his own journey, he embodied the Stoic principle of controlling only what lies within our power, our actions, our reactions, and our personal growth. So, the next time you catch yourself comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel, take a moment to redirect that energy. Instead of feeling envious, reflect on your own accomplishments and the challenges you've already overcome. Each person's life is a complex web of experiences, obstacles, and triumphs. By comparing ourselves to others, we oversimplify this richness into a false scoreboard. More importantly, we risk overshadowing our own unique paths, undermining the value of our personal journey. Stoicism encourages us to use comparison, if at all, as a tool for self-improvement, not as a gauge of self-worth. For example, if you feel envious about a friend's new job, use that feeling to assess your own career goals. Instead of feeling diminished, turn that envy into inspiration, a prompt to reflect on the steps you can take to reach your own aspirations. True comparison, the kind that brings real value, is the one you make with yourself. Are you kinder, more disciplined, or more knowledgeable today than you were yesterday? That's the only real metric for progress. This kind of self-reflection keeps you grounded, focused on your growth and contentment. If you find that social media triggers these feelings of inadequacy, it might be time to adjust how you use it. Follow accounts that inspire and teach, not those that spark envy. Use these platforms to connect, learn, and grow, not to measure your worth against others. Another powerful Stoic practice is negative visualization, imagining the worst-case scenario to help you appreciate what you have. It's not about dwelling on negativity, but using it to cultivate gratitude for your current situation. When you're thankful for what you have, the successes of others no longer feel like threats. They become a reminder of the shared potential in all of us. Breaking the habit of comparing yourself to others is about reshaping how you perceive and react to success around you. It's about valuing personal growth and inner peace over external validation. In the grand narrative of your life, the only character you are truly responsible for is yourself. Your focus should be on how you develop that character and enrich your own story. And just as you're learning to let go of the habit of comparison, think about letting go of past burdens. Carrying the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and what-ifs is like dragging around a suitcase full of old books you'll never read again. It's exhausting, and it doesn't serve you. Imagine setting that suitcase down for good. Feels freeing, doesn't it? Stoicism offers a robust framework for dealing with the past. It teaches us to live in the present because, ultimately, that's all we control. The past is done, and while we can't change it, we can change our perspective on it. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. This isn't about dwelling on the past, but learning from it and applying those lessons to live better today. Reflecting on the past is only valuable if it teaches us something. Otherwise, dwelling on old failures or missed opportunities drains our energy. So, how do we stop living in the past? Start by acknowledging it. Recognize what happened, understand the emotions it stirs up, and then let it go. Say to yourself, yes, that happened. It hurt, but I'm no longer there. I'm here now. Another Stoic practice that helps is the discipline of assent, choosing consciously which thoughts to accept and which to reject. When a thought about the past arises, ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Does it improve my well-being? If not, you have the power to reject it. It's not about suppressing your feelings, but rather not allowing them to control you. Instead of replaying a regretful memory over and over, try reframing it as an opportunity for growth. Ask yourself, what did this teach me? Whether it's resilience, compassion, or a new understanding of your limits, there's always something valuable to be gained. Finally, engage in mindfulness and meditation, core components of Stoic practice. These techniques help keep you grounded in the present, making it easier to release the emotional weight of the past. By practicing mindfulness, you'll find it easier to cultivate peace and focus on what truly matters, your own growth, contentment, and resilience. Stoicism teaches us to truly experience life as it happens, by embracing the present moment without being weighed down by the past. It's about noticing the world around you, acknowledging your feelings, and accepting them without judgment. To fully embrace the now and prepare for the future, you must let go of what's behind you. Every moment spent dwelling on the past is a moment you lose in the present. So let go of that emotional baggage. Practice Stoic principles, and you'll find that life feels lighter. The past doesn't have to define you. You are defined by how you live today, how you react, and how you prepare for what's next. So drop that heavy suitcase, your journey ahead doesn't need it. Ever find yourself saying, I'll start tomorrow, only to say it again when tomorrow comes? That endless loop is one of life's toughest ruts to break free from. Procrastination isn't just about laziness or poor time management. It's about emotions fighting against your intentions. Fear of failure, fear of leaving your comfort zone, or even the fear of success can hold you back. But here's a Stoic-inspired idea. What if we didn't wait for the perfect moment to act? What if we started seeing action as the path to clarity? Stoics believe that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. In the case of procrastination, it's our judgment about the task at hand, thinking it's too difficult, too time-consuming, or simply not worth it, that stops us from acting. What if we shifted our perspective? What if we saw each action, no matter how small, as a necessary step toward virtue? A step toward becoming our best selves? To beat procrastination, break your goals down into manageable tasks. This is a classic Stoic approach to dealing with overwhelming feelings. Marcus Aurelius once advised us to piece together our natural constitution. Apply this to your goals. Want to write a book? Start by writing just one page. Need to organize your home? Start with one drawer. Make the first step so small that it feels almost trivial. There's also the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or the visualization of negative outcomes for not acting. Imagine the opportunities you might miss, how procrastination could impact your personal growth, your career, or even your relationships. This isn't about scaring yourself. It's about injecting a dose of reality into your planning process and using foresight as motivation rather than fear. But Stoicism doesn't just ask you to focus on the negative. It encourages you to reflect on the benefits of taking action. Each small step forward is progress, and progress is invigorating. Once you start seeing the benefits of your efforts, momentum builds, and it becomes easier to keep going. As Seneca said, begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. This mindset transforms mundane tasks into essential parts of your daily philosophy, part of the journey toward becoming the person you're meant to be. Additionally, consider the Stoic concept of the inner citadel, a place of strength within you that remains unaffected by external events and emotional turmoil. When feeling overwhelmed by what you need to do, retreat into your inner citadel. From that place of calm, you can approach your tasks with clarity, free from the paralysis of overthinking and emotional turbulence. Lastly, embrace the Stoic ethos of amour. Fati, the love of fate. This doesn't mean passivity or resigning yourself to whatever happens. It means loving what you do and doing it wholeheartedly. When you align your actions with your values, procrastination becomes less of an issue because you're no longer acting out of obligation, but out of genuine desire. So let's flip the script on procrastination. Instead of saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," say, "I'm doing it now." Each moment of action isn't just about ticking off a task, it's about building a life. No matter how small the step, each one moves you closer to becoming who you aspire to be. Now is all we truly have, and now is always the right time to begin. These 4 shifts can truly transform your life, silencing self-doubt, stopping endless comparisons, letting go of the past, and kicking procrastination to the curb. Every step you take toward change is an act of self-liberation. Think of this conversation as more than just advice. It's a dialogue among friends striving to better ourselves. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but every small step forward counts. What's one habit you're committed to changing after today's talk? Drop a comment below. Let's start a conversation. Your insights not only enrich our community, but they also reinforce your own commitment to growth. As you carry forward the wisdom from today's discussion, remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being better than you were yesterday. Stay motivated, stay inspired, and as always, keep moving forward.